Body camera footage of an incident over the weekend in Brooklyn, which led to the seizure of items like PPE outside of a polling place in Red Hook. So during my interview yesterday with the police commissioner right here on the Pix 11 Morning News, he said he wanted to be transparent about what happened. Listen.
They asked the people at this table to move multiple times. Again, not the NYPD, the Board of Elections did. And after a back and forth of not compliance, eventually the NYPD was asked to intercede. We did. On body camera, a lengthy, polite, professional conversation.
That body camera video shows a peaceful confrontation between police and members of the Red Hook Relief Project. However, it did take some time before that group decided to move, leading to the police officers there seizing their PPE. The Board of Elections called police and asked for assistance, claiming the volunteers were not complying with election rules. Those rules state that while the polls are open, no person shall do any election interfering within the polling place there or in any public street within a 100-foot radius measured from the entrances designated by the inspectors of election. All right, so joining us this morning is the founder of the Red Hook Relief Project, Jacqui Painter. Jacqui, good morning, and thank you for being with us this morning.
Good morning. Yeah, thank you.
So we obviously had the police commissioner here on our air yesterday. We heard sound from him, but can you just set up, what is your organization? What were you designed to do there at that polling location?
Sure. So Red Hook Relief is the local mutual aid organization here in Red Hook. We give out PPE and food assistance to residents in need every single day. We decided to come out for the first day of early voting and help out if people didn't have PPE, if they wanted information, on other services or anything like that, they could walk over to our table and get some sanitizer, get some PPE, have a safe voting experience.
So, Police Commissioner Shea said yesterday that he released that body camera footage in an attempt to be transparent. You saw the body camera footage. We saw the video that you guys also tweeted out, or that Carlos Menchaca tweeted out. What's your response overall?
Well, I'm not really quite sure what that video is supposed to show, because it does show us move the table back, and it shows us being very calm and listening to him. You can also see the table. The table has coronavirus information from the city, PPE, our radio, and it's not the whole video either. You can't see the part where he agrees to let me go get a tape measure, because I was like, okay, if I can prove that we're 100 feet, will you let us stay? And that's not on the video. So I'm not quite sure what the video proves.
So, Jacqui, we just read for you the polling policy there, where you are supposed to be situated. Did you know about that designation prior to going to that polling location? Like, why did you choose that specific spot outside that community center?
Oh, 100%. First off, the spot was 100 feet away. However, we were not electioneering. Electioneering means campaign paraphernalia, means that we were supporting a candidate. I'm sorry, but PPE is no support of any candidate. This really wasn't electioneering, period. Even if they were to say it was, you can see right here at this video, we were more than 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Regardless, we were not electioneering.
They made reference to the radio blasting music closer to the door of the entrance, and there was also a bullhorn on the table. So can you set the record straight for what the bullhorn was kind of used for? Because for people who may not be following the story closely, when you look at it at face value, it may look like, well, there's a bullhorn, they're right outside the entrance.
Yeah. So both of those items are things that we normally have with us. Earlier that morning, we had our food distribution happen in Coffee Park, which is right nearby. We regularly use the bullhorn to ask people to still wait in line, to please social distance, stuff like that. So that was just in our kit. We usually have a kit, a little cart that we bring, and it always has that radio and it always has the bullhorn. And just FYI, there are no stickers on the radio or the bullhorn that have any candidate.
Okay.
Understood.
So given that you believe what you were doing was standard, reportedly the NYPD says election officials, they actually called and requested police assist with your removal. Why do you think police acted the way they did, or election officials rather acted the way they did in having your PPE removed and your position, your location switched and changed?
You know, I really can't say. I just, I mean, completely understandable that we're concerned about social distancing at this time, right? But however, you know, we were social distancing. The police officer came and he did say, well, you know, maybe the music is going to be interfering with some people. We said, no problem. We first turned it down and then we turned it completely off. Like, we didn't want anything to happen to the poll site. And this really was a case of voter intimidation, because this was not a pleasant voting experience that we wanted to make it for people, but it became this chaos. And I'm really sorry for the people in line. This is exactly what we didn't want to happen.
Understood. Real quick before we go, has anybody from Board of Elections or the NYPD reached out to kind of hash this out with you?
No, no one's reached out to me, especially not the NYPD. You know, I think that the biggest thing here was that they came back that day and brought all of our stuff back to the exact same location that it was in. So.
Understood. Well, I'm glad you came on this morning to give your side of the story. We wanted to give, both sides equal time here on this topic. So thank you for joining us this morning. Do appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.